I had jobs on the boardwalk of Ocean City and Jersey. Bob's Lemonade was my first real culinary job. And yes, it was a real job because I was making buckets full of French fries every day, funnel cakes, squeezing lemonade, squishing strawberries, blueberries, coming home sticky, a mess and gross, but I was addicted right there.
Welcome to this back-of-house edition of The Good Minute, where we talk to the leading chefs in the industry.
Today we're talking to entrepreneur, television personality, and executive chef Jen Carroll.
So, Chef, you've done so many different things in food. How'd you get started?
I'm from a big family, Irish Catholic. My dad's one of 11. My mom's one of 6. In my neighborhood where I grew up, every other block was an aunt, an uncle, a cousin. We all went to church on Sundays, and then we went to my grandmom's house afterwards. And while all my cousins would be out playing, I was somehow fascinated with what was going on in the kitchen.
An Irish grandma's kitchen? That's an education.
Oh, absolutely. I was just like, Grammy, how did you make that coleslaw? How did you make the beef stew? How did you do all these things? That was really the start of it. And I just couldn't understand how she was able to cook for so many people by herself. Right? It was crazy. So it all started there at home and with family.
Then you went to culinary school in Philadelphia, and that was it.
That was it. That changed my life and pushed me into working in all these different restaurants in Philly, moving out to San Francisco, and then, of course, working with my chef dad, Chef Eric Rutter at Le Bernardin, where I worked with him and was promoted to sous chef, and then eventually opened his restaurant in Philadelphia as his chef, 10 Arts by Eric Rutter. So
you've had so many different experiences.
So many different things, working with Marcus Samuelsson at Red Rooster, helping open his restaurant in Bermuda, to having my own culinary experience company and having, my restaurant Requin in DC, to Spicefinch in Philadelphia. I've had so many different mentors, and I've worked in so many different restaurants that I've taken a little bit from each chef, but not only each chef, but every person that has worked alongside of me, with me, whether they're front of the house, back of the house. And that's going from chef, sous chef, line cooks, the stewards, the receivers, everybody. Everybody matters, and you can learn something from all of them.
Let's talk about those two chefs, Eric Rutter and Marcus Samuelsson, both giants, but very different.
When I worked at Le Bernardin, that was just mind-blowing. The amount of respect for ingredients, precision, consistency, really, really thinking about what needs to go into a recipe, how it's developed, how long it takes, how much technique goes into it, what is not needed, editing it down, and really getting the best, purest flavors and ingredients and treating them properly.
Sounds like he set a very purposeful kitchen.
Oh my gosh, he changed my life there on the way that I am a chef, the way that I also manage people and work as a team with people. And Marcus Samuelsson was different but the same. Marcus was like, okay, let's add an ingredient. Let's make it muddy. Let's make it dirty. Let's do this. Let's do this. And I'm like, oh my God, this is 180 from what I just had 10 years of my life with. And it threw me through a whole loop, and I had to kind of reevaluate how I cooked. And so I take the best of both worlds, just for instance, those two chefs, and I have melded them into the chef that I am today, along with everybody else who has built me up throughout my career.
You're really having quite a run.
My career has been really full. There's so many amazing things that I am doing, all because of food. So it's been a really awesome journey.
This has been The Good Minute from Beta Rutter. We like to explore every corner of the food world, like chef's kitchens, where so many new trends emerge.
Trends that can directly impact modern food brands. So drop us a line and let's talk about your food business. Visit betarutter.com/food to learn more. I'm Dennis Ryan.
And I'm Liam Boyle. Thanks for joining us.